How's it going, everybody? Welcome to 2A News Now. And as always here at 2A News Now, you get your Second Amendment news straightforward and to the point with no BS added in. I thought the story was really awesome, so I decided to share it with you guys today. A Kansas church sees its pews filled by raffling off pews. There's a church in Lenexa, Kansas, and the name of the church is the River Church of Kansas City. And they have seen their attendance double since they started raffling off firearms to the congregation. So far they have done 2 raffles this year. One was on Father's Day and one over the Independence Day weekend. The pastor of the church, his name is Christopher Zehner. The pastor said he came up with an idea to raffle off an AR-15 as part of the church's Father's Day celebration. In his words, he said he wanted to make it a big fun event. And then for the 4th of July, they went even further. They raffled off 3 firearms that time, 2 handguns and a shotgun. In the pastor's own words, he said, "A gun is a blessing because here in America, we have what's called the Second Amendment and we're free Americans. We have the right to bear arms." A news agency in Kansas asked the pastor, why make it such a focal point of intersection between proud American, Constitution supporting, and teaching Jesus Christ? And the pastor's answer was, we make that connection because Jesus Christ gave us freedom, as Christ has given us freedom on the inside. Americans are free as well, so it correlates. We love this nation because God is the one that authored it. The pastor said after the first giveaway, the attendance at the church has doubled, even though the church now has more people in its pews. Of course, it has its gun-hating critics, saying the pastor is sending the wrong message by promoting gun ownership. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Listen to this, but this is no surprise. The church has had to hire security when worship service is going on because they have received almost a dozen threats. Like I said, it's no surprise, is it? The pastor also said there is nothing sinful about exercising your Second Amendment rights. And he's standing his ground and he's still going to do the gun giveaways. The pastor had even more to say. And once I tell you what he said, you'll like him even more. A gun itself is not bad. And by the way, he is a gun owner as well. It's the person behind the gun that has a bad heart is what's bad. I wanted the people to know there's still a young generation, like myself, that still stands for what this country was founded on. I know some people would maybe question, is a gun a blessing? But in the context of protecting your family, standing up for the Second Amendment right, I believe it would be a great blessing. If that was protecting someone's wife from dying, or a daughter from dying, it would be horrible to see someone's life lost. The pastor was asked what he would think if one of the 4 firearms ended up by taking a life. And his response was, but to see a family protected, that's the American way. Right on, pastor, right on. The pastor also said he's planning on doing another giveaway around Christmas time. And he's also planning on hosting a class at the church where those who attend can learn the basics of real gun safety. The news agency that I talked about earlier that asked the pastor a question, they are Scripps News Kansas City, and they're trying to get the pastor and the church into trouble. They asked the homeowners association that's closest to the church, as well as 2 of Lexana's city council members who represent the area where the church is located. And they even went so far to ask for comments from the local police department. And what they were hoping to get is someone to complain about the gun giveaways so they can post it on their trash media. And guess what? Nobody responded to their comments because they know they're full of crap. And the only person to complain about it was someone who owned a business nearby. And they called the giveaway concerning and odd. There's absolutely nothing wrong with what the church is doing. They're following the law and giving away and raffling off these firearms. And then they're promoting gun safety by holding gun safety classes. I personally think they should go even further and train the people who want to be trained so they can be their own security of their church. Take on that responsibility so they don't have to spend their money to hire people to do that. And we've all seen what happened in that one church. The video showing someone coming in with a firearm, and a handful of the parishioners had firearms. And one of them gave the bad guy a shot straight to the dome. And he took the room temperature challenge inside the church. There's nothing wrong with this whatsoever. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think of the pastor of this church and him raffling off these firearms? And as always, I appreciate everybody's support with the channel. After watching the videos, You guys always like, share, and subscribe and hit those post notifications, and I'm very grateful that you do so. And I invite you to come on back and watch my next video.